ちの夏がやってきた。 G1 クライマックス27。今年も20人の精鋭たちが真夏の最強選手の座をかけて過酷なリーグ戦を駆け抜ける。 A ブロック、
ここは棚橋の進化を見せないといけないですね。ちょっくら優勝してきます。
棚橋宏。
俺が本当にすげえレスラーだったら見せつけてやる。お見舞いしてやるよ。
真壁闘技、
最後の G1 にします。悔いなき結果を残して栄冠をしっかり勝ち取りたい。
永田裕二、
やっと戻ってくることができた。
大爆発してしまうんじゃないかな。
井伏浩太、
昨年準優勝で終わってますし、今年こそは優勝しかないです。
後藤弘樹、
今年は無心でいきます。
石井智弘、
物事が変わるのは一瞬なんで、必ず一瞬で変えてみせます。
YOSHI-HASHI、
It's coming after every single one of those guys in the G1, and I'm gonna win this time.
バッドラックフォレ、
I don't take it for granted, but I don't worry or panic.
ザック・セイバージュニア、
ロス・インゴベルナブレスで8本、そして内藤哲也の魅力を存分に味わっていただきますよ。
内藤哲也。 B ブロック、
去年もらった感動を、10倍100倍も1000倍にしてでもね、天山に返したいと。
小島聡、
You know, the G1 CLIMAX means a lot. That's how I debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
マイケル・エルガン、
I'm really excited. It's a huge opportunity, the biggest opportunity.
ジュース・ロビンソン、
あいつがやっぱ最強なんだなっていうのを皆さんに見せたいなと思ってますね。
G1 クライマックスに金の雨が降るぞ。
岡田和親、
そんなことよりもお前ら DVD1000 枚
矢野徹、
What am I looking forward to most in the G1? For one, it's beating you, Okada. And two, I'm not sure if it's meeting you in the finals.
ケニー・オメガ、
I've been here 7 fucking years. And what better time to show than in the G1?
タマトンガ、
G1 クライマックス27ってカメラ目線で
お前が言え。
鈴木みのる、
この G1 頂点狙います。
真田、
暗闇の世界に全て飲み込んでやる。
イービル。今年も灼熱の激闘を共に駆け抜けようぜ。ローソンチケットプレゼンツ G1 クライマックス27。日本全国戦い様。
ローソンチケットプレゼント新日本プロレス G1 クライマックス27、本日の対戦カードを発表いたします。オープニングマッチ20分一本勝負、エル・デスペラードザック・セイバージュニア組対川戸平井井伏浩太組。第2試合6人タッグマッチ20分一本勝負、下道石井智弘後藤弘樹組対タイガーマスク永田裕二真壁闘技組。第3試合タッグマッチ20分一本勝負、チェーズ・オーエンズバッドラック・ファレ組対デビッド・フィンレイ棚橋宏組。第4試合タッグマッチ20分一本勝負、武士内藤哲也組対邪道YOSHI-HASHI組。第5試合 G1 クライマックス B ブロック公式戦30分一本勝負、ジュース・ロビンソン対小島聡。第6試合 B ブロック公式戦タマトンガ対マイケル・エルガン。 第7試合 B ブロック公式戦イービル対真田。第8試合 B ブロック公式戦矢野徹対岡田和親。第9試合本日のメインイベント B ブロック公式戦ケニー・オメガ対鈴木みのる。以上9試合お待たせいたしました。試合を開始いたします。
The path to wrestling immortality is the most arduous climb that any athlete could ever take. It's the G1 CLIMAX, and we got all the action right here on NJPWWorld.com. Along with Don Callis, I'm Kevin Kelly. It's night 2, Don. How you feeling? How are the pipes?
Feeling fantastic, kid.
Well, night 1 certainly lived up to the billing with a fantastic main event that everybody is still buzzing about. Tetsuya Naito went over, but Kota Ibushi got over. But Naito got the 2 points, most important, but the world is talking about it, no doubt about it. But this young man who will captain the Suzuki-gun team here in our opening tag team match, he carved out a reputation for himself immediately with his win. There he is. His win over the Ace.
I thought probably the biggest win of the young man's career up till now, Kevin.
Well, no doubt about it. He's had great success in tournaments. PWG Battle of Los Angeles winner, 16-carat winner, WXW in Germany. Could G1 be next?
183センチ85キロザック・セイバー・ジュニア。
There is Zack Sabre Jr. Tomorrow night, fans will get to see live the match that many thought would be the finals of the Cruiserweight Classic. Every expert in the world said it would be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kota Ibushi. Fans were denied 1 year ago, but we're going to give it to you tomorrow night. And it's right here at NJPWWorld.com. Don, that's tomorrow. Tonight it's a tag team opportunity. What could we look for? Suzuki-gun against the Ibushi-led squad.
I think what you're going to see is Zack Sabre Jr. try to injure Ibushi. I would think he would go after a leg to try to ground him.
181センチ90キロIbushi Kota.
Back where he belongs in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Young man made a tremendous impact last night. World-class athlete, former kickboxer. He's got all of the tools. Question's always been the head.
And is there a hangover of sorts for, now he's had about 60 hours or so to recover since Sapporo, but he paid a heavy price in that matchup against Naito.
Put a lot of pressure on himself, Kevin.
Well, yeah, you're in a situation where you don't claim points right away, but again, what was taken out of him, what kind of shape is he in? He looks fantastic, but so does Zack Sabre Jr., who starts off with Hirai Kawato, who's a young lion and will get a valuable lesson here.
Kawato is always very aggressive, but Zack Sabre is just calm, cool, and collected as he looks to work the young man into some sort of nasty submission.
It is a 100% guarantee that, and here we go, that if Kawato gets isolated, that the Ibushi captain team will go down to defeat. Sabre Jr. can twist you in knots, he can make you look foolish.
Not even trying, Kevin. He's just really just rolling around.
And very quickly.
Yeah, just that fast.
He took the right arm of Tanahashi and twisted it like a pretzel.
And I don't think people have a full understanding of just how big a win that was. Injured or not, he's still Tanahashi. Zack Sabre Jr. sent a message last night.
He certainly did. Zack Sabre Jr. is I found out today, he's a vegan. And he made the choice to go vegan, Don, and to stay intentionally leaner for preservation's sake by eliminating proteins of meat and dairy from his diet. He said he hurt less, he felt better. And by staying the size that he is with this cravat, this is going to turn into a submission. By staying the size that he is, It keeps him limber, shoulders are down. He will remove the shoulders just as quickly. He feels it gives him a competitive advantage.
The style that he works is all based on leverage and technique. He doesn't need to be a powerhouse. But he told me people have been doubting him his whole career because he's lean. He said, I've been beating heavyweights since I was 16 years old.
There were so many young teenagers at the time in the school that he trained in Great Britain. And a single leg. They didn't even learn, trainers didn't even learn the names of those who would come through the doors, knowing that they wouldn't stick around. But Zack Sabre Jr. did, and has earned quite a global reputation.
And I really feel like joining Minoru Suzuki has given him a whole new edge to his game, Kevin.
El Desperado tagged in. Another sparring session today with Desperado and Minoru Suzuki. Why don't you give us the quick recap of what we saw?
Well, Desperado is a very accomplished shoot fighter.
Yes.
But doesn't look that way when he's in there sparring with Suzuki. Suzuki had even more of an edge than normal, which concerns me for the match with Omega later tonight.
Yeah, that's our main event fans, Minoru Suzuki and Kenny Omega. 4 first-time meetings in singles matches within the 5 B block single matches. Desperado wrapped up Best of Super Junior tournament competition in that parity-filled B block with 6 points. And twisting the neck of Kawato. He will be visiting the chiropractor when this match is over. This is our aggressive young lion. Now the shoulders down, 2, and Kawato able to kick out. Tag team matches we will see featuring the combatants in tomorrow night's A block action on night 3 of the G1, and then the 5 B block. Ooh, down hard in the back of his head. 5 singles matches. First G1 Climax tournament action for the participants in the B block.
You know, I always think that because guys like Desperado and other Japanese, good Lord, wrestlers came up as young lions, that they'd take some pity on the young lions, but it's actually quite the opposite.
It's the system that has worked here forever.
Now this is not Zack Sabre's game, but that is.
Sabre very fluent in Japanese. Nice drop kick by Kawato, and he needs to make a tag. A dream matchup tomorrow, and we're about to get a taste of it here. Sabre Junior Leaguer, here comes Kota, Ibushi, and listen to Korakuen. Two of the brightest,
welcome back.
2 of the brightest stars in the industry. Ibushi rocks CSJ. Talked to Ibushi briefly today. He said he felt fine. He was okay after what he went through with Naito and Sapporo.
Wow, he's fast.
Standing moonsault. Cover, 2. And a kick out.
As our friend Jim Ross used to say, he's not quick, he's sudden.
Oh my gosh, he certainly is. And a big shout out to good old JR. Follow him on Twitter at JR's Barbecue. And no, the left arm now. Back flip kick. After the short German, here's a bridge and a 2. And Zack Sabre Jr. kicks out.
Ibushi, as we discussed the last show, an enigmatic young man. Some would say flaky. I would say he's got a different perspective on things than your average New Japan pro wrestler.
Now kicking the right arm.
Key lock that arm.
You see the quick transitions, the move, the repositioning of the body. It's a matchup nightmare. It was a really difficult one for Hiroshi Tanahashi in Sapporo. And probably the best thing you could say is that, well, good for Tanahashi. He got that one out of the way first.
Yeah, it was a tough matchup when you've got an injured bicep, a torn bicep, in fact. to go in against a guy like Zack Sabre Jr., a submission specialist with a sadistic edge.
Zack Sabre Jr., handpicked by Minoru Suzuki to join Suzuki-gun.
What a great move by Minoru Suzuki, too. Talk about a good eye for talent.
Morrison, 1 point in the tournament. Sabre Jr. will face Minoru Suzuki as Kota Ibushi puts Zack Sabre down. And
you talked about Zack Sabre being leaner. One of the things when you're that lean is you have less of an ability to absorb punishment.
Look at Kawato come in like a house of proverbial fire. A little dash middle action, a page from Ibushi leads to a near fall.
Just that little extra.
Oh, and the PK.
That little extra catches the foot but twists the toe.
Desperado gets tagged in, and as we said, this may not bode well if Kawato remains isolated here. Oh, wait a minute, call me surprised. So much fire, so much potential for this young man. Just 20 years old, Kawato knocks down Desperado. The leg hooked. And a near fall.
Kawato over the last few months has improved dramatically. He looks great tonight. People love the kid.
Tara Deanne slipped out of the finisher. 2. A very aggressive small package. And another near fall. Backslide. No. Watch out. Vertical suplex. Leg hook. 2. And Zack Sabre Jr. flies across to break it up. Well, now Desperado finds himself the one isolated. Spinebuster. Stacks him. To the full Boston Crab. Octopus here prevents Ibushi from breaking it up. Kawato fighting through the pain though. He won't quit. Korakuen is rocking and
10分経過、
against the
10
rope.
minutes pass、10分経過。
Here we go. Face first though he goes.
I believe that'll be all.
Yeah, the Guitarra de Angel.
10分20秒耐え固めでエル・デスペラード選手の勝ちです。
Hang on, let's keep an eye out on the outside. Zack Sabre Jr. had a hold of Ibushi for just a moment, but let him go. Saving some for tomorrow's dream matchup in the A. I couldn't have been more wrong before, Don. I said that at some point during this tournament, Zack Sabre Jr. will have to face Minoru Suzuki, but that would only happen if they make it to the finals. But I might not be too far off, especially if Kenny Omega's down tonight.
Why would you even say that? Why are you trying to stir it up?
I'm just saying.
Kenny Omega's going to win every match in this tournament.
You're going on record?
First time ever.
You're guaranteeing that?
I would say it's an educated hypothetical guess based on my extensive knowledge as an embedded journalist.
I would say we are more likely to see a Zack Sabre Jr. versus Minoru Suzuki final than we are to see Kenny Omega run the table and win all 9 matches. How about that?
I think you're worried about Suzuki coming out because he's heard the things you've been saying about him.
Well, now, tomorrow night we will see these two men face off one-on-one. Zack Sabre Jr. might already have an Intercontinental title shot in his hip pocket after the win over Tanahashi on night one. You look great. Look great.
Quit sucking up. I hate people who do that.
Oh, yeah, right.
第2試合6人タッグマッチ20分一本勝負を行います。
Hey, over 600,000 fans in just Japan alone, Don, tuned in to night one coverage of the G1 Climax 27.
That's why I might decide to run for Japanese parliament at some point. I've become a national celebrity.
You know, a lot of wrestling personalities throughout the years have run for office here in Japan. You could be next.
They're calling me the Donald Trump of Japan. Did you know that?
Why don't you talk? Why don't you beak off about Gato the way you do all the time?
He's a spot picker.
I noticed you said that after he walked away. So we don't have
You know what I heard?
What?
You know Gato's actually 6'6".
Why?
When he stands on his wallet after he picks Okada's pocket.
170センチ100キロ石井智弘182センチ103キロ後藤弘樹
So Hiroki Goto and Tomohiro Ishii battled each other in Sapporo. When Nagata faces Goto, Makabe versus Ishii in a rematch of a rivalry that has seen skulls be cracked, fists be thrown, blood be shed, and who knows what will happen more tomorrow night.
And Ishii, I would say, is one of those guys that you don't want to see your name across from his in the draw because you know you're in for a war every time.
I think Goto feels good about the first 2 points in the ledger, but he's taking on Yuji Nagata, his 19th G1 this year. Donnie says this is going to be his last.
Gave a great accounting for himself in Sapporo. Tremendous veteran talent.
Yeah, YOSHI-HASHI was victorious over Nagata in night one.
Somewhat of an upset, I would say.
I think a lot of people were really hoping that Nagata would be able to make a run, and he still can. It's important to get off to a fast start, but it does not mean you will have success at the end.
I think if you're like us and you're an older veteran, Kevin, I think you want to try to stack up some points early on because your body's probably going to break down.
And Goto and Nagata doing what they do best, and that is laying it in.
Knock the hell out of each other.
Downstairs.
Great counter.
Nagata he's made so much money in his career with that fake out. Two former G1 winners. Nagata in 2001, Goto in 2008.
You know, as great as Goto is, it's fascinating to me. He's such a high ceiling guy that people always expect more. he always carries that with him anytime he gets in a ring in New Japan.
So this is what they do. They charge into one another like two bulls. And it seems they enjoy it. They thrive on it. Ishii, Makabe. Watch out, the Air Jordan into the back. Down goes the playmaker. Why do you laugh? Oh, great power slam. 3 former G1 winners in this match. Only Tomohiro Ishii, the man who has yet to. Yeah, that's what they do. Ishii's the only heavyweight in this match who has not been a G1 Climax tournament winner, but now.
Yep, the spot picker. The man is down. He's dancing on the apron trying to get in. Get his licks in.
Watch his thrust kick.
Yeah, you notice he mouths off too all the time.
You're saying he's not tough? You're saying he's not capable?
I'm not saying he's not tough. He was a... Listen, he and Jado were in ECW when I was there. I know how tough they are. I just don't like the people that mouth off all the time. It's irritating.
Is that really... during our pregame show, I complimented you on your glass house there in Winnipeg. Right down the street from Kenny Omega. Goto's back in. Goto was a very unlikely finalist in last year's G1. Elevated to the finals. Here's a cover and count of 2. Elevated to the finals only after a draw between Tanahashi and Okada. The educated feet of Tiger Mask, slowing down the path to victory for Goto. Now after a kick to the back, a near fall. I thought they were supposed to take it easy during these tags, Don.
Well, no, I think what they're doing is sending messages for later in the G1. And you can't take it easy in the ring, Kevin, because that's when you get hurt. And a guy like Ishii, a guy like Goto, all these guys really, they only know one speed.
Ishii preventing Makabe from getting to the bottom rope.
Yeah, I don't think Ishii's ever taken it easy for 1 minute in his life. He's just full speed ahead all the time, and you gotta respect it.
I seem to remember reading on Twitter, and I wasn't able to confirm it, but somebody said that Ishii had wrestled every weekend since 2005. Wrestled every week since 2005. That's crazy, if that is the case. Suplex and a near fall. Is there momentum, a psychological advantage, if you can beat your opponent in a tag team match when you're going to face them in 24 hours?
Oh, absolutely. Now,
Even
it depends how you lose. If you lose by a submission, not so good. If someone catches a quick one on you, psychologically, maybe that doesn't affect you as much.
Makabe fought hard against Bad Luck Fale, but the Tongan got the 2 points. The New Zealand native at 340 pounds was just too much. Ishii, same result with Goto. They have bludgeoned each other time and time again. Was about to drive the headbutt. Makabe stops at the lariat.
Stiff lariat.
Makabe, though, back on his feet. Western and down goes Ishii. You go back on NJPWWorld.com to King of Pro Wrestling 2015. That never open weight title match between these two. My God. Tags needed on both sides, and they do. Nagata and Goto. It's a big shot. They all say Zay. That's the punctuation. Zay from Nagata. Spin kick in the corner. Saito blocked.
Great counter by the veteran.
passes. They connect every time, yet neither gives an inch nor takes a step back. It is remarkable. But now Nagata has Goto rocked up on his shoulders. Nagata down. Exploder. A 392-day reign as IWGP Heavyweight Champion puts Nagata 5th all time, and now he makes the tag. Tiger Mask legal for the first time. Tiger Mask won Best of Super Junior tournaments in 2004 and 05. Goto puts him down and now tags in Gato.
Look at him. Look at him. What a vulture. And those closed fists are illegal in New Japan, Kevin.
They're illegal everywhere, Don. But again, when you write the Rule Breakers Handbook, oh, he caught him on the side of the head.
Yeah, that was a beautiful kick. Tiger driver.
Is this enough? Is it a victory? No. Ishii flies in to break it up. Goto puts Nagata down. This gives Chaos the numbers edge. Double clothesline. Uh-oh. Makabe runs right through them both.
Fantastic.
Good awareness that Tiger Mask still legal. Watch the feed.
Oh
watch the feed. Come on.
Gato's been watching his Memphis tapes again.
Uh-oh. Backslide. Now the tape fist, no. Swing and a miss again. Crucifix with the brawl on the floor of victory. Oh, here's news. Ishii and Makabe are hitting each other. Barroom brawlers, as tough as they come. And they will battle tomorrow night, right here at Korakuenhall. Don, you and I will get the privilege of calling that match along with the entire card. Not for the weak of heart. Nagata, Makabe, Tiger Mask, your winners, 6-man tag team action. I would think somebody like you, Don, with your reputation, with the way you conducted yourself throughout your active wrestling career, that it might warm your heart to see somebody like Gato.
I don't have any problem with what Gato does in the ring. I think Gato needs to decide, are you going to be the agent provocateur, if you will, for Okada, or are you going to be a competitive wrestler?
Why can't he be a player coach for Chaos?
You cannot. That never works. Give me one example in sports where a player coach situation has worked properly.
Seems to work pretty well for Gato.
You can't do two jobs, Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, Okada is on his way to perhaps becoming the longest reigning IWGP heavyweight champion of all time. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't work. This track is growing on me. I
just had the kid on the Killing the Town podcast. We're getting a lot of great feedback. He's an intelligent young man, and I think he's a dark horse in this tournament this week. All right.
There he is. Bad Luck Fale.
Hey, buddy.
Chase Owens.
Can't wait to search my name after this match.
We smile. We smile all the time.
He doesn't like you.
I'm going to Tongan Coffee tomorrow.
Are you?
You're not invited.
青コーナーマイクカー185センチ93キロチェズ・オーエンザーでアンダーボールバッドラックファー
Oh no! Why do you laugh? Come on, Fale!
Listen.
Why?
That kid, he's like a mini Tanahashi. He does his hair like Tanahashi. He's cocky. The boys don't like him. A lot of
You
heat.
don't even know
Lot
his name.
of heat. Lot of heat.
You don't know anybody's name.
His name's Timmy.
No, it's not. Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale representing Bullet Club.
Get that kid out of here.
Oh, poor Ozaki. Come on. Oh, no.
What's the matter? Go ahead and milk it. Maybe I could get some extra money to do his job through the commentary.
You
My
ought to be-
Japanese is Ichiban.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for liking that.
Definition of the term rock star right there. Look at that guy.
That wrap on his arm has got to be even tighter. That bruise has gotten deeper after Zack Sabre Jr. twisted that arm like a pretzel on the path to 2 points.
People ask me, what's it like to have a torn bicep? I said, well, Brett Favre, who was the toughest quarterback in the history of the NFL, had a torn bicep and couldn't play with it, had to get surgery. Tanahashi is in the G1, for God's sake.
Yeah. Doctors told him, you need to have surgery. You need to, it'll be about 6 months. And he said, no way. He tore it back in May during the War of the Worlds tour in the U.S., but that's not what being the ace is all about. So Tanahashi will take on Fale tomorrow night in A block action. A for ace, it seems, because Tanahashi just about every year is in the A block.
And I saw Tanahashi's arm earlier today without the wrap on it. It looks like there's a hole in it where the bicep used to attach. Very scary looking. Speaking of scary, you don't want to draw Fale with an injury like that.
And that's what Fale will do tomorrow night. The ace, the Intercontinental Champion.
And even with a torn bicep, still got one of the best bodies in pro wrestling.
I know, go figure, right?
What a genetic freak this kid is.
I told him that with the tear, the peak will look bigger and your arms will be. He said that's good, but it still hurts. So David Finlay will team with Tanahashi against Chase Owens.
And I like Owens, and I also like Finlay a lot. I think they're the future of New Japan.
Yeah. Fale and Tanahashi have met before in the G1, and it hasn't gone the Ace's way. In fact, the first G1 Climax tournament, Fale got the win over Tana.
Fale, as we've talked about, is a former professional rugby player, and in rugby, Kevin, there are no injury timeouts. You don't take sympathy on people if they have injuries, so don't expect it here, because that's his background. He will not only make him submit, he'll rip that arm off if he gets a chance. And he's strong enough to do it.
Really having to extend those arms for the waist lock here.
Fale, if he'd grown up in the U.S., probably be playing the NFL as an offensive tackle, and a good one.
And he's got that left tackle mentality, protecting the quarterback's blind side. He's about as loyal a guy as you want. He is Bullet Club through and through.
Okay, come on. Break his arm, Fale.
You hear Chase Owens rip his arm off.
Come on.
What do you want him to say? Listen, all the boys respect Tanahashi, but if you're going to go in there against doctor's orders, it's all on you. And Tanahashi doesn't want anyone's sympathy, Kevin. You know that.
Well, that is true. Many have said that perhaps...
Well...
Sunset flip. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can he pull him over? Nope. Drop kick for the ace. He's a man who might have saved New Japan. He was in some lean times back over a decade ago, but the rise of Tanahashi, Shinsuke Nakamura, and others certainly. Oh my God! Well, he's going to pull him up perhaps for the grenade. No, drives him back to the corner in the tag to Chase Owens. Tanahashi gets out of harm's way, and we'll get back to the Finley corner.
You know, you hear about back in the day, women would see Elvis Presley and they would faint. I've seen that happen in crowds when Tanahashi comes out. Women swoon, Kevin.
Well, Chase Owens.
Some men too. I know I do. He's awesome.
Nothing wrong with that. Side headlock applied. Two great high school amateur wrestlers here in David Finley and Chase Owens. Each turning pro before continuing on with their amateur career. But as pros, they have very, very bright futures, as you mentioned. Finley,
influenced by his famous father, and Chase Owens trained by Ricky Morton. And with some very good influences.
That's as a pro, of course. Now, double hip toss. Tana's legal, driving that right arm elbow down. Senton from Finley. This is going to bring Fale in.
Finley and Tanahashi working well together as a tag team here.
All aligned under the Taguchi Japan banner.
You know, Kevin, if I had to sign two young guys to my talent agency, I think Finley would be #1 and Owens might be a 1A.
Chase Owens is part of Bullet Club for a reason. There is no doubt about it. Tanahashi going up, but look out, Fale from behind. Hang on. Oh, no! All the way from the top floor. Owens snaps the neck of Finley, so there will be no help.
Look at this now.
Oh, no. The damage done to the arm for the tear back in May, and then the way it was stretched and ripped by Zack Sabre Jr. in Sapporo on the 17th.
Well, the good news is with that arm, the bicep's torn. You're not going to do any more damage to the bicep. It becomes a pain management issue and a functionality issue. What kind of moves can he no longer do with the same effectiveness with a limited range of motion?
Fale targeting the arm, doing damage and rolling Tanahashi back in. And Chase Owens, who is a Virginia native and had the best one-loss record of any high school wrestler in his school's history, state qualifier. In fact, it was his pro career that prevented him from winning states when he was the favorite. He had already turned pro while he was still in high school, but Fale now, look at this.
Leaning in with that big arm.
Get him out, man.
Another tag. Owens competed in the 2016 Best of Super Juniors tournament. Proved to be a spoiler in that as he defeated Ricochet in the final night of block competition, eliminating Ricochet from the finals. Swing and a miss there from Owens. Tana needing to make a tag, but instead carrying the fight. Thrust kick, dragon screw leg whip.
And that'll really stretch those medial and lateral collateral ligaments.
Tag with the left arm to David Finley. Finley, who competed at the highest levels in the state of Georgia as an amateur. But as a pro, as a fourth generation star on the rise. Watch the pace at which he moves corner to corner.
Yeah, he's an explosive athlete, Kevin.
Extends the arm there, the Euro uppercut 2, and Owens kicks out.
His father, David Finley, was just a brutal, brutal man in the ring. Tough as nails, and one of the best strategists I ever saw. Great wrestler.
Finley roll perhaps countered by Owens. Basket catch backbreaker. Tight cradle there, and Finley was able to kick out. They've isolated David Finley. Another shot on Tanahashi, who was just pulling himself up. Package pile driver. If he hits this, it's over. of the most devastating finishing moves in wrestling.
Yeah, the only thing is it's hard to hook it, but if he hits it, it's a 3 count.
Despite the pain coursing through that arm, Tanahashi wants to be tagged in, but Fale!
Yeah, Fale is on a mission to send a message to Tanahashi tonight in advance of their meeting in the G1.
Right now, the message is with Finlay isolated, let's take care of business.
Whoa!
Head over to Yoyogi Station for Tonga Coffee, but watch out! Finlay's gonna spoil the party.
Jesus, that's power.
Tiger Tori gets to 2, and you can see the strength there. Such mass on Fale, the forearms. Finlay's hitting him as hard as he can. That clothesline. And dim the lights, but Tanahashi makes the save. Grenade, this is the way he beat Makabe in night 1.
And that'll be all.
The winning ways continue for Bad Luck Fale.
8分29秒片指固めバッドラックファレ選手の勝利です。
A finalist in the New Japan Cup pushed Kazuchika Okada to the limit when he got an IWGP Heavyweight Championship title opportunity. Here in the G1, he's already got 2 points in the win column tomorrow night. He's got a wounded Tanahashi, and I would say the odds are in his favor to very quickly have 4 points. And your pick as Fale being a real difference maker in this tournament, Don, I don't think you're very, very wrong at all. It's a great likelihood at this point that Fale is going to be there at the end.
If you think about being in the G1, it's maybe the most taxing thing in professional wrestling on an athlete's body. It's hard to win the G1. It's incredibly hard to win the G1. Think about trying to do it with one arm. That's what Tanahashi's got in his future.
So Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens work very effectively as a team. Tonga Coffee, Yoyogi Station, we'll be there.
Gonna charge you double. Put you to work.
It's fine.
Scrubbing out the mugs.
I don't care. I give him the plug, so I don't run afoul of the underboss. Korakuenhall completely sold out. A record crowd on hand Thursday in Sapporo. Ticket sales for the other G1 events. By the way, if you're interested in going, we saw some fans here today. We talked to one young man from Los Angeles who traveled over for the G1. If you're traveling over to Japan to see any of the G1 tournament nights, you could get your tickets njpw1972.com. You all right?
I'm selling them on Craigslist right now. Got a few comps in the office available.
You're the worst. You shouldn't say those things
out loud. You get the VIP experience with me as well. You meet me in the parking lot and I shake your hand, take your money.
Tokyo Sports named Tetsuya Naito Wrestler of the Year in 2016. And if the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón captures the G1 CLIMAX, he might be in the conversation about 2017. What's wrong with your face? Hold that thought.
How can he be the Wrestler of the Year when Kenny Omega has had 14 stars in 2 matches?
Tag team action here.
This clearly is not a very empirical situation. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. No. Take, please. He took my water. He took my. Okay.
Don't drink that. He's got the flu or something.
Call security. I hope he gets sick. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to need a plague mask if you drink that. Thank you very much, young man.
I was laughing at your
Showtime.
potential misfortune.
This is the type of person he is. He's a bully, and he's a thief.
You almost broke your kneecaps in Sapporo, and you almost got bludgeoned by Naito here tonight. What is his problem? He doesn't like you.
A lot of that going around.
You got a lot of heat, kid.
180センチ102キロ内藤哲也
See what he just did?
What did he just do?
He motioned me to get in the ring. Is he crazy? I'm a broadcast journalist.
Oh, you should.
Would you say that to Morley Safer?
Boy, that's a dated reference. My God.
Anderson Silva? Cooper. Sorry.
E6 there on the throw of the hat. Tetsuya Naito and Bushi await their opponents. And Naito is checking Tiger Hattori. Wait a minute. Hattori just went down.
Mini stroke.
Naito swept the leg. Don't mess with Tiger.
Well, Tiger's a shooter. Tiger reminds me of a guy who trained me named Tony Candello, an old curmudgeon.
Hey, Naito got 2 points the other night, and his opponent got 2 points as well. Naito versus YOSHI-HASHI tomorrow night.
180センチ102キロよし
Uh-oh.
And I like the strategy, Kevin, because it's not what Naito expects. Throw him off his game. YOSHI-HASHI's been maybe the most improved wrestler on the roster for the last 3 months.
And perhaps YOSHI-HASHI read the recent comments from Naito. Naito said that YOSHI-HASHI is a guy that slowly and steadily has worked his way up. Now he's in a position where he's considered a regular, a worthy entrant, not a surprise pick. Happy for him, but it's just too slow. Why? What do you mean, said the reporter.
Deep arm drag.
Well, he's 35. He can't take it easy. He needs to hurry up. It's always the left-handed compliments from Naito, if you notice.
I like the strategy from Naito wearing the t-shirt, which insulates you against the chops, which saves you for when you're in the ring for the singles match.
And Jado, of course, will uncork some of those chops.
Help sell gimmicks, too.
Push that merch. By the way, Los Ingobernables de Japón merchandise, along with NJPW merch, is going to be available at Hot Topic stores. All the Bullet Club merch, all the Elite merch, it's all gone. Sold out in record numbers. So Hot Topic stores throughout the U.S., you'll be restocked with additional inventory of new designs, and Los Ingobernables de Japón will be joining very soon. Jado's gonna...
The Young Bucks have told me they're gonna give me some free merch.
That's what they've told you.
Get myself over.
They've told you that. There will probably be a bill attached to those quote-unquote free shirts. Bushi wearing a shirt too. When you chopped that guy in your office that one time, did you go woo like Ric Flair?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I would never do that.
Okay, gotcha.
Easy, kid. Kayfabe.
Jado has a hold of Bushi.
Little sexy time pose there. Jado's pretty much seen it all, though. That's adorable.
It's a staring contest here at Korakuenhall.
I'd like to see a test of strength in that position.
Naito, Jado was wide open, and Naito picked his spot perfectly and drives YOSHI-HASHI back first into that barricade.
And Jado, who's never met a rule he didn't want to break, is getting the bad end of the stick here from Bushi.
Naito got the 2 points went into last year's final day of block competition. All he needed to do was beat Kenny Omega, and he'd be in the finals. Omega had to win. Oh! All he had to do was hold Omega to a draw even. But Kenny Omega wins in a spectacular match, preventing Naito from getting back to a G1 final.
What do you mean all he had to do? Not many people can get to a draw with Kenny Omega.
Air quotes, air quotes. Bushi ripping away in the face of Jado. Later on tonight, Sonata and Evil will meet for the first time in singles action in B-block competition.
Another advantage of wearing a shirt in the ring. You can use it as a weapon to choke.
Still illegal. Bushi.
Does Tiger Hattori even know what year it is, Kevin?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He's office, man.
I heard he was non-compos mentis.
Let the folks at home do the research on that one.
I used to be a lawyer. Locker room lawyer, anyway.
Yeah.
Jesus, kid.
No doubt. You got a lot of heat with the boys. Where have you heard that before? Roll through. Tag made. Here we go. YOSHI-HASHI started off last year's G1 with a flourish. Biggest win of his career at the time when he beat Kenny Omega. Started off this year, as we know, win over Yuji Nagata. But he will have his hands full with Tetsuya Naito. That's tomorrow night. We're here at Korakuenhall live, NJPWWorld.com. We'll see some of that and more from YOSHI-HASHI. Leg hook 2. You know, we talked about the damage that Kota Ibushi suffered in that matchup the other night in Sapporo. Same to be said for Naito, Don.
Naito got thrown like a lawn dart into the corner head first. I was actually quite concerned. Seems to be okay tonight. Not like he's going to let you see he's selling it. What a counter. What a beautiful counter to the standing vertical suplex by Naito. Follow up with a stiff enziguri.
Satellite DDT puts YOSHI-HASHI down. He blocked the lariat attempt first.
Naito is so good at putting move combinations together, Kevin.
And Bushi, who recently challenged Kushida for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion with the Bushirooney.
Great looking mask tonight.
He always has the best gear.
You should wear a mask.
Drives inside on that reverse kick. His Chaos partner, Jado, there for the tag. Down goes Naito. Double team opportunity here. Blockbuster there. 2. Uh-oh. YOSHI-HASHI got caught trying to take advantage of Naito. Naito turns the tables on the floor.
Jado's going to look to finish this while Naito's outside.
Sweep the leg. Opportunistic. Slingshot drop kick. Reversal. Flies in for caught. Thrust kick, down goes Naito. Watch out for Bushi. Lung blower.
Code breaker.
Isn't that patented? Does that mean you're going to get a bill?
I have free reign for all of Jericho's stuff.
Bushi is the legal man. So is Jado. 2 letters, MX. No, Jado gets out of the way. I was about to say it's all but over.
Great counter.
Crossface. Bushi trying to wriggle up off the hook here. Gets to the rope, still a long way to go. Getting closer and closer though. Does he have enough? Naito being held at bay. 1, 2. Talk about pulling a victory out of the jaws of defeat. Oh no, there goes YOSHI-HASHI into the barricade.
8分34秒襟固めブシ選手の勝利です。
So Bushi and Tetsuya Naito victorious for Los Ingobernables de Japón. It's Naito and YOSHI-HASHI tomorrow night. Somebody's going to get some
ただい
points
まの
out of
試
it.
合は武士内藤哲也組の勝利でございます。
Naito and Bushi told Jado to clear the ring and let them have their moment, let them get their hand raised. And now Naito's going to give YOSHI-HASHI something to think about. Only 24 hours before these two men will collide in A-block action tomorrow night. Don't you have a call to make or something? You probably should leave. Where are you going? What's wrong? He's leaving. He's running away. Get him! Get him! Get him! He's chasing Don Callis all the way up to the top of Korakuenhall. Amigo. There he goes. Naito could very well be your G1 Climax 27 winner. A big match for him tomorrow night, no doubt about it. I'll be holding auditions for a new color commentator. Oh wait, no, he's coming back.
第5試合 G1 クライマックス B ブロック公式戦30分一本勝負を行います。
A veteran field